Welcome to another episode of Butterfly Blackout. It's your girl Emily. I'm here with Jeff and our producer Truth. This is going to be a very big, important episode. So let's get started. I went on a date.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we saw The Invisible Man. So if you didn't see the movie, sorry, I'm spoiling it for you because Truth and I saw it, not together, but we saw it. And it was amazing, okay? It's not what you think. Trust me. And if you have reservations, don't. Put everything to the side. Just be one with the film, okay? There were so many moving parts to this film. So basically, the girl in the film is married to this psychopath. He's controlling, and he created he created a suit that makes him invisible. So when you go into the movies to watch this, you already know the husband's still alive, even though the credits made it seem like, oh, he died.
Okay.
Listen, he faked his death, okay? He stalked this woman, okay? The woman took birth control pills because she didn't want to have a baby by him. And guess what? He knew about that. And she got pregnant.
Was this before he went invisible or after?
No. He got her pregnant. She was taking it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he already knew about it. So
So he knew that she was taking the birth control pills.
Right, so he swapped it out, so made her think that she was taking birth control pills. But he,
Gotcha.
being who he was, he got her pregnant.
Yep.
And then she found out after the fact. She knew that this whole time she was pregnant.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Still gonna see it because she jacking it all up. But
Yes.
Yeah.
like, the way
She skipped the main scene.
Yeah, the way she's saying
it.
it'll be just like you've never seen it.
Okay. And well,
Okay.
yeah, that's why I said spoil it for me because I'm
All right, so there are three key things about this film that I loved. And I really don't want to spoil it for you.
Please do.
But-
Don't worry. I'll still see it.
One that had me say, what the F? was when she went to dinner with her sister.
Okay.
Okay?
Break it down.
Gosh.
They were
It was that
talking.
bad? Look at
Their
his
relationship crumbled a little bit because they didn't get divorced. He's dead, apparently.
Okay.
So an email went to her sister saying all these hateful things that was sent, but not by her. It was sent by her husband, but nobody believes that her husband's still alive, right? So they're at the table, and all of a sudden you just see this knife appear out of nowhere. And then the knife slits the sister's throat. And then the knife goes into the sister's hand. The other one.
Hold the heck up. Hold up.
And then she's just like this.
She jacked it up the way.
Thank you.
Way better. Her and her sister
not
had
jacking
this.
it up.
Her and her sister had this estranged because her husband was very
Abusive.
He was very
controlling.
Yeah.
He was controlling. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
He wanted to control what she said, how she said it, who she saw, who she couldn't see.
Right.
So, an email was sent to the sister through him after his wink death.
Gotcha.
How much she hated her and everything was her fault.
Gotcha.
And how she died.
Right. So then
He
she
went
got
in.
her. She convinced her sister to have dinner with her.
Okay.
And she wanted to explain to her sister how it wasn't her who wrote it and that she loves, she appreciates sister, but she needs her sister's help.
Gotcha.
And in the morning, during this dinner, the sister looks off to the left. And the reason why, this knife just raises up from the table, stands there, and as she looks, slices her throat real quick.
So let me stop. Nobody else sees this shit.
Well, remember, he's invisible.
No, I got that, but nobody else is seeing
But
this
no,
knife.
it wasn't
flow
like-
through the restaurant.
No, it wasn't
No, it wasn't
floating
floating.
restaurant. They're sitting
Okay.
across from each other.
Yeah. In a
It's
restaurant,
in a restaurant.
Okay.
And she's leaning over talking to her sister. And then obviously because that's why the directing was perfect. Because she was leaned over, she didn't see the knife being raised right here, right by her. So it
Gotcha.
didn't come from across the room or nothing. It was raised right by her. And then that's when the sister's looking. And then it made you look. And showing up, it was a knife there. Slit the sister's throat real quick. He raised her hand up and put the knife in her hand, and then her sister's there just with blood sploring out her neck, and then everybody like, yo, she just cut this chick's throat.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
it went he slit her throat so fucking fast that
Look
it
at
really
you
made you
shaking.
think that she slit her shit.
Plus, I think he was holding her like this.
He
because
raised her hand.
Yeah, because her hand was like shaking, and she
Right.
couldn't. It was like she was paralyzed. She couldn't move.
Yeah.
And then finally, she got control, and she was forced to the ground by the police, and then taken to the crazy house.
Okay.
Okay. Now, into the black man. Now he had her at his house, and he's trying to believe her that she wouldn't kill her sister.
Right.
But it's like all the evidence is there. I mean,
Right.
girl,
Right.
what's up? All right. So fast forward, he visits her and tries to make her look crazy or whatever. And then she gets a visit from his brother, I guess her brother-in-law, and basically saying that, yeah, he's alive. We know if you want all this to go away, we'll make it go away, but you have to have his baby and go back to him.
So the brother-in-law was in on it.
Yes.
The brother-in-law was in on it.
Mm.
More ways than one.
Yes, he was.
He said in more ways than one.
In more ways than one.
So he was rocking with the suit too. I
Yes.
guess. I guess that's the only other way it could be. Like, yo, I got it
Yes.
on Wednesdays. You take that shit on Fridays. That's it.
Okay, so the second part of the film that made me be like, what? Was when my black man got his ass kicked.
Did he?
Well, I mean, you can't see where a punch is coming from.
No,
you know what
but
I mean?
that's
It's
not
kind of
the
hard to
point.
block.
But he
bro.
That's
was
not where I was
literally
going with
choking
it.
the man's daughter out.
Oh, wow.
like,
My thing is, you're the only black man in the film, though. Like, I want you to survive. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
And mind you, it's not the husband that was kicking his behind. It was the brother that was kicking his behind.
Ah.
So it was like, and then it was one point where he was just beating him, and then he lifted him up and was like, oh, forget it. You know what I mean? Because at this point, you passed out.
Yeah.
when
And
she
then-
maced his ass, though. That's
I don't want to give everything away.
y'all should have saw it.
Okay, so
You should have, and you should go and see it.
was that the second thing
That
when he
was
was
the
beating the
second
black
thing.
guy? What's your third thing?
The third thing was the end, when she
Okay.
got her sweet revenge. And I'm like, yo, is there going to be a part 2?
I
What?
would
She has the
say-
suit now.
She has
I'm
the
only
suit.
guessing just because.
She has
Well,
the suit.
there were two suits, and I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how it was gonna come because she hid the suit
Yeah.
when she went back to the house before he got back to the house. Because he was wearing the suit when he got back to the house.
Okay.
But when she found the other one and hid it,
Mm-hmm.
I knew when she went back, there's something was gonna pop off. I just didn't know to what extent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I would leave it alone though, because it was such a good movie. And the crazy thing is, they tripled their budget in the first weekend.
Yeah.
It only
they
cost,
sold
it was
out.
like 5-7 mil
Yeah.
for them to make that film.
Yeah.
And they made 30 mil the first weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You should go see it.
Actually, I'm gonna
But
definitely.
he's right. They should leave it alone. They shouldn't touch it.
I mean,
It's a
'cause
masterpiece.
You would
Don't
have to
even do
make her the
nothing.
bad guy now. If she's the only one with the thing, why would you want to make her the bad guy? You see what I'm saying? Like you can't. Oh, somebody stumbled on invisible shit. Yeah.
Well, nobody would know what it's for.
That's my point. So what you gonna just? Hey, we was cleaning the room and we saw that my hand went invisible when I put
Well,
my.
the way it ended, how she was this sweet, innocent thing.
That's my.
And by
Yeah.
the way the movie ended, that innocence was
It's gone.
That
Okay.
innocence was gone.
Okay.
So if they want to go down the path of, okay, maybe other people were involved or some type of stuff, which it would have to be, but I don't think they will, but it could be done. But
Yeah,
you,
they
would,
might.
you would have to bring the right
Story
screenwriters
and
in.
it's yeah. It's possible. I gotta check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah,
But
check it out.
I'm good if it just stays as a
Just one and done.
One and done.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That was fun. I'll let you know about the next date and the next movie I go see.
Aww.
We don't just do movie dates.
I hope not.
No. We have a cruiser going on at the end of the month.
Look at you.
Listen, when I said I was dating, I was dating.
Damn. I hope you knew her for a while, Cruz.
It's like the Spirit of New York.
Oh, a one-day thing.
Yeah, a one-day
okay,
thing,
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, damn, you about to get locked up for a week? Yeah, look at that. I was gonna be like, well.
Shit, nobody going no cruise with this Corona shit right now.
Man, listen.
Anyway. This is my plea to Jussie Smollett.
Oh.
I stand with you, brother. I do. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not apologizing for nothing. I stand with Jussie. We don't know the truth.
Okay. I
So,
can agree with that.
Unless if Jussie wants to come on the show and, 1, he has to sing. 2,
He
explain
has
what
to
happened.
sing.
3, sing again. And then tell me where the album is. Other than that, I stand with him. Illinois Supreme Court denied Jussie Smollett's emergency bid to overturn new charges. Really, y'all? Y'all want that money so bad. Whose fault is it that you spent all that money? Stop sitting here doing all this extra stuff for celebrities and treat them like regular folks. You see what I'm saying? That's your fault. So what? Jesse, look at me. Besides all this court stuff, where is the album? Did you at least, how many songs did you have? You know what I mean? I'm a fan. And I still think you should have been in Empire still because nobody's really watching the show, but you still could have been there to catch a, collect your check. But other than that, I want you to come on the show and I want you to sing for us and I want you to explain your side of the story. Okay? Because we believe you.
Did Empire end?
It's going to end. It's got
But they said that like 2 seasons ago. Didn't they?
No, they didn't say that. No, they said that it wasn't going to be a long show, but apparently.
I thought it was going to end when he, even just before he got in trouble. Like, we're hitting the last season.
They were trying. Well, you know what? The thing is, Taraji P. Henson said that she wasn't planning on staying on the show for, I think, this long. But I'm glad it's over because it doesn't make any sense. This last season doesn't even make any sense.
So did we start the last season?
Yes.
Or are we? Okay.
We're on the last 10 episodes.
So this spring is over for them?
Yes.
Okay.
So apparently Lucius dies.
I remember I saw an episode where Taraji's car blew up or some shit. I thought she died.
Stupid. The whole thing is
I was
stupid.
like, how the hell did you come back from that?
Well, because it didn't happen yet. It's stupid.
Are they time jumping? They're time skipping? I'm out.
I feel like you following the lead of power, so it's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get invested no more. Jesse's not there. The music is not the same. I'm not invested with the older son. I'm not invested with Cookie and Lucian just going back and forth. And I don't even know why they mad. I don't know why she's mad.
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'm like, y'all fell in love again, and now all of a sudden you mad and you going back and forth with your emotions. Girl, take a pill. Now you want to divorce. It's all his fault. Nobody told you to do what you did. Now all of a sudden she remembers killing somebody. Where did that come from?
Exactly.
I'm
I don't know, man.
Yo, just don't even come back. Just say bye.
It's stupid now.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
right, so that's my plea for Jesse. We stand with you. They don't. I do. But I'm saying we because we are a collective group.
No.
Okay?
2/3 of this group. I don't know. You do your maths.
Okay. Now, Life Jennings.
Yeah, what's up with him?
He has nothing to do. He has time on his hands. Sir, don't you have kids you gotta watch? I mean, don't you have child support? What you doing with yourself? Because you ain't making no albums. But you over here giving your opinions and nobody asked you for a damn thing. Now, Eva Marcel has every right to change her daughter's last name, and her husband has every right to adopt and make that child have his last name. Why? Because they take care of that child. The child's father, biological father, is a hot mess, okay? She did what she was supposed to do as a mother, all right? Nobody asked you for a damn thing, so keep your opinions to yourself and take care of the children that you have or that you don't have or whoever it is you're doing that you're about to have with your lame self. When's the last time you cut a record? What are you doing? Okay? Did you get a haircut? Did you get the beard taken care of? Nobody's checking for you, boo. But you over here typing. So if you can type, then I'm pretty sure you can get an office job. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
If you're not coming out with a record, but you want to have something to say. Parents do what parents have to do. Mind your business, okay? There's nothing wrong with what she did. And according to what she said, when they went to court, he acted a fool because he wanted it to be reversed. Listen, do what's best for your child. She did what's best for her child. I don't recall her sleeping with you getting pregnant. Mind your business. Okay?
I got a question. Do you give up rights when you change the name?
No.
So you're going to change the last name of the child, but he's still financially responsible for the child?
It depends.
I'm totally asking. At that point, I don't know.
That's if he's even present. That's if he's even present
right.
in the child's life. And if she's not even pursuing all that, then who cares?
But he must be some type of present because he tried to get it whatever the hell.
Because he's out there in the world for everyone to see. So a lot of people will make a fuss because you're watching them. And they feel like if we make a fuss, and people will crowd me, and I'll get popular. It's about popularity. It's got nothing to do with the child.
That's what you're saying. If this was behind the scenes, nobody would care. And
Exactly.
He wouldn't even bother to be like, my kid who? And that's it.
Eva wasn't even putting it out there like that.
Yeah.
She's taking care of her daughter because she's married and she has 2 other kids by her husband, and she's the only one with that other last name. And everybody wants to have the same name.
Aw.
And the man that she's married to, that's now her father,
Yeah.
is taking care of business. He's being a real parent to this
Get
child. Okay, that's just like Sierra. If Sierra wanted to, she could probably change. If
Oh, yeah,
Russell
the
wanted
baby.
to adopt, because that's what he's doing, adopting. So if, Russell wanted to adopt Little Future, he could do that.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Why'd you say what?
He could do that.
All right, hold on. I deeply, deeply apologize. All right. I'm a man. I got kids. So I can say, ain't no way in God Green's earth any of my kids are going to take another man's name, and I'm supporting and taking care of my child. Now, it'd be another thing, because a lot of times people understand a lot of women block the men from seeing their kids with all these stories or whatever. Now, I don't care what other relationship she's in. I'm still that child's father. I don't care how many other kids she have, even if the kids stay with that individual. I'm still the child's father. Now, if I'm absent, I don't want anything to do, then I understand that, right? But if you want to change the child's name, but you still want to collect the child support, ain't that defeating what you're saying?
Well, no. I mean, if you're still collecting child support, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
That's why I
Man went
asked.
to court
But what
for
you're-
it's got to be
because his
something.
ego is bruised. Is he really physically a part of this child's life?
Is he being kept from? I mean, there's a lot of things. Because
I highly doubt it.
Why not? There are a lot of women out here who's just
Yeah.
angry for no reason.
Spiteful.
I don't see
It's
Eva being
reality. It's
spiteful about
reality.
it. I mean, she's in a good place. I don't see her being
Says
spiteful. I
who?
see
That
her
don't mean-
taking
but
care of her child.
That doesn't mean that she wouldn't be spiteful because that child would go without. I can hurt you and still gain on my child. I have a man that's willing to step up and do whatever is need to be done. That's cool. And I can still keep you. That doesn't mean that your father never really wanted to see you. I'm just keeping you because I'm getting 2 birds with 1 stone. I get to piss you off for all the bad times you gave me, and I get you a new daddy. It's very possible.
Well, according to her, he acted a fool, and this is public
I believe
record
it. I believe
in
it.
court. So basically, she won. So he showed off who he was.
All right, so it's just like let's switch roles now. What if your child's father just come takes your child?
Okay, I got to pretend that could happen. Okay.
No, it's
um,
just to say,
this is- for the
like I said,
point of the theory.
we don't know if that gentleman was a part of his child life, he was kept from his child life, but the fact that he went to fight to keep this child's name the same, which means he cared about something.
Right.
So if there was someone who just wanted to come take your child from you because they met, they have daughters, but they don't have any boys. So they want a boy in the house. They just want to go to court just to get him, just to have a boy in the house.
Well, I'll tell you that happened where I know someone who had a child, and her child's father wanted his son to have his last name,
Okay.
but he wasn't present, so the son has her last name.
Okay.
He got mad.
Can't get
Okay.
mad at that. Can't get mad at that.
But here's the thing. You weren't present. You didn't sign the birth certificate. You were not here. Also, which name was the child supposed to have? Because you don't have your daddy's name.
Well, you still got
So
it.
He
which
still
name
got
you
his
want?
name. So whatever
Still got
name
his name. He's the father.
he's representing though.
He's not supposed to have the grandfather's name. He's supposed to have the father's name.
Right.
And again,
But if
what
you
a lot
don't
of
have
women-
your own daddy's last name and you have your mother's last name, then why are you upset?
But
But
that
so
has
father's
nothing to do
name.
with about it. Yeah. Whatever his legacy he wants to put
Right,
forth.
whatever
If
his
that's the
name is,
Johnsons
it's
instead
still
of the
his name.
Smiths,
no matter who he got his last name from,
yeah,
it's still
his
last
name.
So it's just like what a lot of women do is when they break up, they move to a different state. So it's like, well, I haven't been able to see my child like I wanted because you moved. And we all know, and a lot of people know a lot of people's finances and what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
So I want to look into this because, yeah, you shouldn't. That's some hurtful ass
See,
shit.
and the fact that we got to go to court with it, I think she's trying to remove him from the child's life. Well,
Then
not
look,
life,
look,
but
if you wanna
completely.
do that and
Like
take
you ain't got
away
it nothing.
The
What do they call it?
Financial support.
I forget what they call it.
What?
when you sign away custody, sign away all your custody, your rights to
sign
your
away
child.
rights?
The parental,
Yeah.
parental
Like
rights.
she may be trying to overthrow that and get that. So he was never
Well,
there.
no, if he's into it, then yeah, cool. But if he's fighting it, and we don't know why he's not seeing his child, if he's just a delegate, a derelict, and this is just something that just caught his
that's
eye,
tough.
then yeah, that's on him. But if he's involved in his kid's life, and she just wants to please her husband, because again, when you have kids, and that person has kids or no kids, you obviously want to have kids to kind of combine the family. But just because the kid stays in that household,
I got you. And you know what? This is the perfect connection to your best buddy,
Let's go.
Steve Harvey.
oh Lord,
Whose best buddy is Steve?
That's you. That's your best buddy. Remember last episode? I love you, Steve. I swear I love you. If you just give me one job, Steve, I'll be right there for you. Oh, we forgot about that. Please hit the replay. But anyway.
No, I'm saying that. So
Okay, all right. It's all right. It's all
Hit the
right.
replay.
Thank God we got video. The girl, what's the daughter that's doing Future? Matter of fact, right now, Lori. What's the daughter?
Yeah,
Lori Harvey?
That's not his daughter.
No, it's
I know
not.
that's not his daughter.
But this is my point. But here we go. But she's still rocking his name.
not his biological daughter.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So to me, it's not his daughter. And you can take care of the child. That's great. But if that ain't your blood, that's great. I'm not saying he should.
I don't understand how
give
you
it
can
that
say just because it's not your blood doesn't mean that's not your daughter.
because she can't come and give me a kidney or whatever the hell or
But
transfusion or
that
what
doesn't
it
mean
needed.
anything. If you raised her,
I'm with
that's
her on
your
this one.
daughter.
If he raised it, still, if he
Hold
claimed
up.
it, she claimed
Not the
it.
point here. Not the point.
You
I
have
get where
his
you're going.
last name.
Stop.
But I feel where you
Wait. It goes right to the story. She has his last name. Why doesn't she have her real daddy's last name?
Because he was in
we
the
don't know.
mob, right? It doesn't-
No,
He was in a
Mom's
no.
is very smart and financially savvy.
So here we go. Here we go. But here we go. Look at that. Oh, don't you know bad about Steve? Look at this. I get you. See, am I wrong now? I get it. If he wants to claim the child and you want to do it, and you could do right for any children and accept them as whatever it is, the household. But here we go. Here's the point. Case in point. Hey, I'm gonna change your last name because your new daddy better than your old daddy. And, am I wrong? This seems like the case.
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Kim K. People are upset because she rocks some braids. Y'all get upset over everything. This girl does fashion. She's over in Paris for Fashion Week or whatever it is that they're doing. She's done braids before, but
I was
y'all
just
are
about to
mad
say.
again because she's got braids. Okay, you mad about her skin. You mad about her. Are you mad about her skims too? I don't know. She has these little. Okay, so when women,
Pasties?
huh?
You talking about pasties?
Yeah, I don't know if they're called pasties. No. You're thinking the tape. So whenever you see your girl, she's rocking a dress, but she's not wearing a bra, so they have that tape.
Oh yeah, to keep the
Right.
clothing. Yeah,
But
gotcha.
she's made that too. Okay, so she's
Yeah.
a mogul. She's out here making her money, keeping her bank roll.
Nothing
in
wrong
case
with that.
something
I got you.
happens. So she's rocking the braids. She's done this before. People are
Yes.
pissed off.
Yes.
Okay, saying that she owes and she needs to give credit to black people for what?
Why?
But this is the second time. Yeah, who cares?
I'm sorry. Time out. Let Truth say it again.
No, why? Because unfortunately, black people think they got a stamp on everything, but they don't own shit. This my block, son. Show me a deed, son. Get the fuck out of here.
Was she I'm sorry? Was she supposed to be a black character? I missed it.
She's
because
not white. She's
That's
not
the
white.
thing. She's not even white.
She's not white, people. I'm sorry.
So I'm
She's
like,
pretty
what is
close
she
to more than black than a
apologizing
lot
for?
of people because of her father, her genes. I'm sorry.
So
I get that.
that's just the same thing when other people rock braids. Oh, so what? It's his hairstyle. We could do that. Guess what? Black people, don't we get weaves?
Yeah.
Don't we get wigs?
Blonde
You gotta say
hair,
how many
straight
black
hair,
women
the-
actually have and rock their own fucking hair. Watch
Because
the hands go down quick.
come on, because some of y'all can't even take them off without going to put a little. Look, what's her name? The comedian,
Which one?
from The View, the chunky one that left.
The View.
Laura.
Not Rosie. Not Rosie.
The black
Black.
one, right?
She's a comedian.
The one who's dating a white guy now. Talked all that shit.
No, that's the real. That's
Oh.
Lonnie.
Yeah, I was like, you thinking of the
Lonnie
real?
Love, okay, Lonnie Love wears a lot of wigs.
Yes, she does.
Okay, so what's under her hair? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like you have a lot of people who will have the wigs and then they have to have a cap on or something because they don't want you to see their real hair.
Yeah.
So whatever you fell in love with is what you have to maintain because you can't let your man see you with or without.
That's because women, unfortunately, black women fall into certain categories.
Stop. Sherry Shepherd.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Sherry Shepherd did
Yes.
something. What she do to her
So
hair?
She was on.
Did she
plane.
have like the short tight
She
cut?
wears wigs.
She wears
So
wigs.
what she was, she
Yes,
was a video.
yes.
She was on a plane and she wanted to take her wig off.
Okay.
So she had to sit down, hide, take the wig off, and put a scarf on, and then put her wig up. But here's the thing: you rely so much. The only people that should really rely
Gotcha.
on wigs are those that don't have hair or those who have thinning hair for whatever medical reasons, okay? Or alopecia. That's it. Everybody else is fair game. Take care of what you have. Okay? Learn how to swap from here to there. Not rely solely on your wigs to give you life, okay? Because you think it's great that you're changing your look every 5 seconds, but when you're laying down with somebody, then you're really getting into the emotion of the ocean and he wants to touch your hair. Oh, no. Because I don't want you to pull because it's not really
Yeah, that's
taped
really
down.
annoying. That really
That's annoying.
That
What are
really
you talking
messes
about?
up the
When they
flow.
talk about the whole natural this and beauty, but they don't even like their own fucking heads.
That's it right there.
Can I
You
interject?
talk about being natural and you support naturalistas, but you don't even rock your own. You
So-
don't know how to take care of it.
So I'm not a black woman, and I work with a few, and this one always gets a crochet in her hair. So she gets a little whatever braids, how they do it, and they sew in the fucking fake straight hair. So my thing to her, I said, well, you got enough real hair that if you blow dry your shit out, you can straighten it or do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's too much work. And when it's frizzy, I got to sit there every day and do this.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, why complain? But you got to keep up that shit too, right? Because don't it get crusty and musty under that thing? I would only
Exactly.
assume. I can only assume.
That it does, okay?
You know what I mean?
So when it gets frizzy, they make products for that.
Right.
And they've been making products for that. And all you have to do is apply the product to your hair so it doesn't get frizzy. That's it.
Right. But it's the same cop out with the wig. Sherry Shepherd rocking the wig because she don't want to grow her shit or whatever the hell.
We become lazy.
You get what I'm saying? But that's what all this is. But they're used to seeing us like this on TV since the past 30 years, well, since the 70s, mostly, because a lot of, African Americans rock
They
this.
rock, they froze. They didn't care about
You're
the
right.
straight comb and all this other stuff.
So let me ask you something now. You said that. If she came out with a afro pick and a fro looking like Questlove,
Lord,
would that be the line crosser? I'm
No,
just saying.
because if she
Would
dark-
that be the line
if
crosser?
she darken her skin, no, she'll still look the same. She's
Because
just rocking
her
an
hair
afro.
isn't coarse.
She
so
would-
if I
she
coarse
wears
it
a
up-
lot of wigs.
Right, but if she courses it up to where she gets that natural thick
not
ass
going to.
curl, but I'm saying if she did and she rocked out, came out, would that be a line crosser?
No.
She's married to a black man. She
Well,
has
it's
no
not-
children.
I'm with you.
Well, that don't
So-
mean shit, but it's just more lines.
I get
of-
you.
It don't. It's
Why
just
not?
like
Because she has a daughter.
Well, years
So,
ago, I don't know if you remember the.
She don't even do the daughter's hair.
Abdullah Weedo.
And
I
that's
always
the truth.
forget the
That's
dude
a true
name.
statement.
What's the dude name that took a plunge in the ass?
Abner the Weaver. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
One of the main cop who did it was married to a black girl. So that don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember her.
Changes
Oh, I
things.
can't believe.
It changes things.
Yeah.
does.
But
But still, it's just
more
old
lines of
apology.
when I say it's this, like she's not white people. I don't care what her fucking complexion looks like.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's pretty much, like I said, she's more black than a lot of motherfuckers out here.
I give you that.
And I think what they hate is the fact that she has been able to profit from her beauty for so long.
Now is that
bothers people?
and now is that the real thing? She is this sand negress that is wearing braids, and she's profiting off of that. You get what I'm saying? Something that when they saw, give me a famous black girl. I don't care any famous black
Wesley
girl.
has her
You know
own
what I'm saying?
hairline.
She may not be able to profit as much as
Vivica
this.
Fox has her own
Off her
hairline.
own, so Vivica Fox ain't profiting as much as her off her wearing
She's not
braids like
profiting
that.
over braids.
Every picture she put up, she profit. Everything that she's gonna
owns
do,
her
she
own-
owns.
she owns her
She
own
owns
everything.
everything to it. Like I
Okay.
get you, like so. I kind of get it. I don't think she owes an apology. I'm with you. I don't think she owes them an apology. But so when we said, but that's why I asked the question. When she crosses over to that 100% definite, or use 100% darky, and she does an afro like the black Afro Latina chick, or she does dreads. You know, she gets that shit that makes the hair dread up for the white people.
She'll probably end up doing that. Just
Right, but would that be the final straw? Like, okay, buddy, you're taking it a step too far.
Why is that taking a step too far if black people do the same thing? Don't we
Well,
want to be white? That's
I got
why
a
we get
better
the straight
one.
hair.
I got a better one from a certain set.
Yeah.
If black people are mad because she got braids, then why they not mad because they're getting these injections and plastic surgery, which is a white thing? Ain't nobody crying then.
Yeah.
All these black
Yeah.
motherfuckers out here with surgeries, ass and titties, and removing this, removing that.
Yeah.
And
Ain't
her
nobody
daughter
crying
has
talking about
braids.
it's surgery's
So-
a white thing.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm with
please.
you.
All right, so Kim, we're gonna rename this show because this whole apology crap is getting on my nerves. We're not apologizing for not one thing, and neither is Kim. Okay, Kim's gonna rock braids next week. I'd be mad about that. In fact, she gonna get the micro braids just to piss y'all off.
I would love if she did that.
Just because it's like it's stupid. All right, have you guys watched a show on Netflix called Love Is Blind?
I didn't see that.
I never knew it was existed.
Wait, it's on Netflix?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen it.
All right, it comes out weekly, every new episode every
Okay.
week. I don't know if you have a subscription, they
Yeah.
surveyed asking would you guys like to see new shows every week or just have a whole like series.
The whole series, yeah.
And I was for the whole every week thing because it gives me a break from binge watching. But the show comes on every week and I didn't know what it was, so I watched it. So basically they get singles. They have a group of guys and a group of girls. They don't see each other. It's a dating show.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And it put the guys in their pods, the girls in their pods, and they have to talk to each other through a wall. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And they keep talking until they make a connection. So they talk to different girls until they make a connection.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay? And then at the end, they have to propose to them.
Whoa, where the hell did that come out?
Well, they fall in love and they have to propose. So at the end of this experiment, it's about meeting the right person and eventually getting married. Right?
Without actually seeing the individual.
Without actually seeing the person.
So, wait, how
And
long
you
does this
leave
go
your-
for?
Huh?
Give me some more
They
info.
say like 6
how long
or
is
8
it-
weeks.
So I'm in a pod for 6 to 8 weeks talking to
No,
ex
you're
girl.
not in a pod. You're in a pod for probably like a week.
Okay. And I talk to ex girl
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get to see her. But we communicate only. We don't even get pictures like, yo, send me from the neck down. Let me see your skin tone. Nothing.
No, you don't see anything. You just get to talk. It's just like there's a wall here, and I'm talking to you. You're talking to me, and we make a genuine connection.
And how long
that's
does
a
that process
setup,
go?
bro.
Well, here's the greatest thing about it, though. I tell you this: they're not gonna find unattractive people. So
Well,
it don't
yeah,
matter,
that's-
because
yeah,
it's
that's
a TV
produced,
series.
yeah.
The one thing you're going to be sure of is that person's going to be attractive.
Pretty.
They might be dumb as a fucking meat axe, but they will be attractive.
So, like, you have this one girl who's black,
Okay.
fell in love with this white guy.
Did he know she was black? I'm just asking. That may nothing to do with the
Well,
love. That may
I
nothing to do
guess
with the
the
love.
blind thing is because they can't see each
They
other.
can't see each other, but I think he could tell that she was, and
Oh,
I
but
think she
she-
could tell that he
Probably
was.
talking about fried
but-
chicken and hot sauce.
But the thing is that they had such a strong connection. That was like real love for them.
Okay. I'm
And
with
then
it.
the
Beautiful,
best
though.
part is
Is that the
they-
one that's on the I seen it on my
Yes, they
timeline.
got married.
It was the black guy, it was a white girl, a black girl, a white guy, and it was two white chicks behind him. I seen the pictures, something like that.
Yeah, they're
and he's
married.
like, oh, like, yeah.
Well, I mean, they're very compatible with each other.
I believe it.
That's
And
fire, though.
the thing about it is that these guys, both men and women, everything, their walls are broken down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, they have to actually step outside of what they thought they wanted and really deal with what they have and realize that this is what I want. I don't want what I thought I wanted. This is what I want. I made a genuine connection with this person.
That's brilliant, though, because when you get the opportunity to just, like I said, converse. And like I said, because it's a TV show, again, I don't care what you think if you know that person has to be attractive.
Right.
And if I can get past that, all right, I know this person's attractive. Now it's all about actual compatibility. We like the same things, but it forces you to actually talk.
Yes.
So you're not looking at
Have a
titties or
conversation.
ass or eyes. You're just literally going off a voice. And in your head, obviously, you're trying to picture some type of stuff. But when you actually, because it's just like, we've all seen a couple. We was like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. But they're so in fucking love because they broke those barriers down. They got past all that other visual shit
Yes.
and just started caring about the person themselves. That's
Yes.
fire. I'm gonna give it a
It-
chance. How
yeah,
many
you
episodes
should.
are up now?
Huh?
How many episodes
It's
up?
done. The first season's done.
Oh, I
It's
can
renewed
watch
for
it now,
season
'cause
2.
I-
So I'm going to
I'm a
ruin it for
binger.
you.
Wait. So they got married at the end of season 1.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So once they finally figure out who they want to be with, they have to propose. Okay? So
fire.
6 couples 6 guys proposed to the girls, and they all said yes. After they propose, they come out of their pods. Okay, but they don't live in the pods.
Okay,
Yeah, we
I'm
understand
with
what
you.
you're saying.
They come out of the
Yeah,
pods,
damn, we
and they get to
hungry.
meet each other for the first time. Okay, and that to me, I cried because to watch them get excited to put a face with the person I've been talking to that I fell in love with, it's amazing.
Are there certain questions they can't ask?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, you watch the shows. I'm taking everything from you, but I'm with it because it's got to hold something back. Because
Well,
I'm
you
like,
have
yo,
to. 'Cause
Well,
I'd be like,
maybe.
look and get a mirror and describe yourself.
Now, let me get there.
You see what
how
I'm
do
saying? And you're like,
you
well, I
know how
got a
to
big
cook
nose.
macaroni and
No, thank
cheese?
you. Next.
Wait a minute. Let me get
know
there.
what I
I know
mean?
you said you're going to watch it, but I'm going to spoil it for you.
Please.
All right, so after you have 6 couples. After they all become couples, they take and confiscate your phones, and they take you to on a trip where you guys could spend time together for like a week or.
This is after we seen each other.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys go away on a trip, and you get to spend a night together. Whether you decide to do something or not, that's on
It's on you.
You know, but now you get to actually have that physical connection with the person. You know, spend time with each other, and it's really, really good. Until there's always one.
No. What's the until? Now, see where we going here.
His name is
Please don't tell me it's that black guy in the photo.
Carlton Morton.
Why I got to think it's the black guy in the photo?
Okay. So he's one of the guys that fell in love with a woman. And he had a secret. He was struggling on the show with this secret. He felt like he really had to tell her. And she didn't know what the heck was wrong with him because he was going through the changes. Like, oh, my God, I got to tell you something. Everybody leaves me when I say this. It's like, well, what is wrong with you? He's bisexual.
Oh no, you gotta tell that.
But he did the whole week of talking to her.
Never said a word.
Yeah,
Now, see.
Then got mad when he told her. Threw a fit.
Who got mad? She did?
He
He
did.
did.
Why you get mad when you told the
Because he
secret?
got-
it's the
Stable.
it's the defense mechanism.
She's
If you're mad, now I have to get mad because you're mad.
so now I felt bad for her because she was
Wasted
kind
all
of
that fucking
duped.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So she wasn't down for that. She wasn't like, oh, okay, that's
But
fine.
she didn't know what she was down for because it was just like all of a sudden it was crazy because you told her this, but you took her through the emotions before you told her this,
Exactly.
and then you took her through the emotions after. So it was all crazy. Then
She
the
said,
next
"Hey."
day comes
Yeah.
and she wants to talk about it
Okay.
because she had time to process.
Fair enough.
It went left so quick. Like,
Because of his doings.
right.
Yeah, he's already defensive.
But he became a bitch. So it was like she was talking to a shim, in a sense. So I'm like, dude, you don't really know what you want.
No.
Unless if you do. Because any man that was left in you was gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I felt like she was arguing with another bitch.
Okay.
And I was like, well, what are you doing?
So all that conversating back from the first week or whenever the hell they were doing conversating
Never.
for was all fake.
That was fake.
You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't. He
Well,
wasn't.
I don't think
he
it was
wasn't true
fake.
enough to the character
wasn't true.
that he
I-
built.
I think it was
for
more
her.
lines of he knew that was something that a lot of people wouldn't accept. And unfortunately, I remember because I remember when you did your show, and you did
Okay.
a show about the very attractive Playboy model that used to be a man, but now she was a woman.
Oh yeah.
And how she said in the beginning she didn't tell people stuff because she was fearful for
Right.
rejection. But because of all the things that happened, she had to switch things up and just started actually telling people and giving them an opportunity to accept it. So I feel he was trying to force this young lady to fall in love with him and be forced to
Yeah.
accept the fact that both of them have dick taste in their mouth. I don't.
You lick it clean too? Me too.
That nigga was salty, right, boo? High five. You know what I'm saying?
well, he's spiraling out of control.
Yo.
He is now seeking therapy after 911
Oh.
called to his home because he was going to commit suicide. He has issues.
Well, obviously. I mean, this is a man who's struggling with, on the serious side, this is a man who's struggling with his identity. And here's what you have to understand. There are women out there that accept. men like this.
Yes.
But you have to let them know ahead of time.
Exactly. You
So-
have to give that person an opportunity to say. But here's the thing: you wouldn't waste time or the time, the headache, the backlash, the I can't believe you did this to me. If you just was upfront, hey, listen, this is what I am, and the fact that the lady processed it and still wanted to talk showed me that this is a woman who actually really got to really care about this individual.
Well,
Yes.
I know the producers probably had to do something with it, the way the people
They
picked.
left. They left because she wasn't gonna go through after how he acted and called her a bitch.
She wasn't going to do with a marriage.
She was done. I think
fair
what
enough.
What she did was, she wanted to have that conversation, and I think in the back of her mind, maybe there was a little because she cared.
Yeah.
You spend all that time getting to know a person, you care about a person. That doesn't go away until he became one, and called her out her name, and then we see who you really are, Shim. So have at it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But I love the concept of it.
So would you watch the show without them?
Oh, you can.
If you took those two off, it was still a good show.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll-
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Like
Yeah.
that's not even half of it.
Oh, it wasn't just.
Yeah, but that's what I want to touch on. But no, you should watch the show. It's very good. It is up for season 2, but I don't think they should have another season because anybody you get on now, they're just going to be extra for no reason.
They're
and I
gonna
don't
do.
have
It's doing it
time.
for the show.
So
Yeah.
the first season-
not even that, because
You don't think?
I mean, well, here's what I'm saying. Of course, The Bachelor, you out of your fucking mind. I ain't sitting there pawing over the chick that just kissed 500,000 other people.
That's disgusting.
But to me,
You want to do that
the
show?
reason why-
I figure you
the
wanna
reason
do
why I like this is the fact that you force these people to actually get to know each other. And
Okay.
I'm not going to have you hung over her smile, her eyes, her bosom, her behind.
You take the
You're
lust out of it,
Right.
yeah.
You take all the lust out of it, and now you actually have to pay attention and listen. And if you could get a man to listen, that man ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
it. Okay.
All right, so you're going to watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna check
I'm gonna
it
give
out.
it a chance.
All right.
I got a couple of shows I got to finish first, though. But
Well, what do you got to finish up? What do you have to finish up?
Well, I mean, I'm a movie buff, so I just finished off the little teenager stuff. It was good. She exploded. Finish off Carbon. Now I gotta watch that little movie with Marky Mark, Spencer or whatever.
That's up.
Yeah,
That
so-
came out already.
Came out already.
Oh,
so
okay.
I gotta
All right.
watch that, and then I will give that a try. But
Okay.
I won't do the week-to-week thing. I would wait for it to end.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
no,
wanna
yeah,
look at
it's
But
the whole.
fact that you said season 1 is up,
Yeah.
I want to watch it because again, you'll see.
Did
There's
you
only-
watch that other show
Which one?
from Netflix? The other one where they had the fake people and they only talk to each other by the internet or some shit.
It's probably my cue.
It's
my
like
list.
they had that one person set up. She is acting like a little girl, but it's some bisexual big Brooklyn dyke chick.
Okay,
no.
we're not gonna get into
Yeah, no. You got to check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna move on now. Okay, so Sky from Black Ink has been suspended after a nasty altercation with her youngest son, Des. She told him that she wishes she would have had aborted him.
The younger
Nobody
one or the
wants
older
him,
one?
and calls him a bitch boy.
Which one, the younger or the older one?
I guess it's the younger one.
You sure? Because she had a great. I think the older one is the one she always had the problem with.
Maybe it's the older one. I don't know.
Because they profited. They put
No, you're her youngest.
the youngest. Oh damn.
It was a very nasty exchange. I don't know what parent really talks to their child that way, regardless of the situation.
When they didn't
She
raise
went
them?
online and she said, God was working on her. It is what it is. But it was disgusting. I get that you guys do stuff for ratings and all that other stuff, but you don't say things like that. And that poor boy was in the car crying. And even Caesar was looking at him like, yo, he didn't know what to say. Trying
No.
to comfort him. And it was like, no, this is real. How you just go about, what's wrong with you? Like, well, do you need medication, Sky? And I know
Probably.
Sky to be, I heard she was a cool chick. But this right here was not cool at all. And that's when you have to start to stop supporting certain people and let them know their actions have consequences. Her actions, especially with this, and yes, that's your son, regardless if you gave him up for adoption and he was raised by another family, that's still your son. Why would you come out like that?
That says it all. Somewhere, whether it be mental health, whether it be whatever, there's a disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
There's no motherly love for that child or that human being. You understand? He's just a dude on the street So as soon as he say something, I'm gonna cut him off with the nastiest thing ever. She probably don't have feelings for him.
I don't think she does.
I'm gonna be honest, like
It
show
came
or
out
not.
so effortlessly.
Yeah.
So it's disgusting. And the fact that you open up the world, you open up your life to the world to see this,
Yeah.
and you brought these kids on. I mean, it was disgusting. Everybody's doing it for a check, but at some point, when do you stop?
When the check stops.
We want to check.
Well, I mean, I always thought the young lady was on a lot more than alcohol, and I've always thought that for a while.
I thought it meant
But
out there.
unfortunately, with these companies create, just like with the
Yeah.
poor girl from Atlanta, the alcoholic one, and the cokehead one, the real pretty one.
There's a lot.
Oh, I forgot what she.
I was like, yeah, you narrowing it really
what
big,
I'm
bro.
saying, like, she had the threesome with Stevie and them, whatever. But I forgot it was the Love and Hip Hop one or whatever. Tommy.
Okay.
And she had an alcohol problem. And in fact, they actually had to like get her off the show. But it was like you were cool with this antics for 3 or 4
Yep.
seasons. You think she's gonna stop it when she's cashing that check?
Here's the thing. I know somebody who works on the set of Love and Hip Hop New York.
Mhm.
Okay, he's behind the scenes. He drives the car.
Okay.
He told me straight out. They look at them up. They get them high.
Yeah.
Before they go into these buildings and they do their stuff. So you're part of the problem.
They prep him
Right.
to perform.
And so to finally now put your foot down, where I remember them doing whole episodes on the interactions with her and her, especially her oldest.
yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that man had some anger issues, like real talk. You could tell he really, the fact that his mother gave up on him really hurt him. Really hurt him.
Look,
And it was an angry young man.
I'm gonna tell you, this shit is normal. It's becoming a norm,
Yeah.
and it's sad. Now she gets to capitalize off of that,
She does.
and they probably bring the kids in for a few because hey, mommy's gonna help you with a check.
Well,
Mommy's
no,
gonna
she
help
did
you
the
get
storyline
paid.
too because Sky really wasn't doing anything. So
But
that was her storyline.
they get paid for the image and the rights.
Exactly.
They're not making the same money as mommy or whoever sees and all of them, but it helps mommy out.
To go back to Love and Hip
It's
Hop.
sad.
It is sad. That's what happened with Chrissy. Remember, and Chrissy told us all from the first season how they put her in a room. I think it was with what, Yandy, and they didn't get along.
Yeah.
And it was like, so if you knew I was coming to an event, why would you invite another person?
Well, they're
Or if
on
you knew I was
purpose.
at an event, why did you invite this person to my event? You know we don't mesh.
Well, that
On
shit
purpose.
goes deeper, and they preyed on it because again, people like may not know, Yandy was managing Jim Jones at his height.
Right.
Yeah, I know
And
that.
unfortunately, when you have some women who feel some type of way when another woman is in there and she's kind of running the show type stuff, like you're so, I guess I would say, I don't know the right word, but like you would fuck your own check up.
All right, well then listen. I mean, was there anything to be jealous of? Absolutely not, because Yandy's all about her money.
Right,
So,
but she was the fact that it was another woman controlling her man. And I think that's what fucked Chrissy up.
and then what happened? You let her. You got rid of her, and then what happened? You over
Yeah,
here
yeah.
got a house, and you don't even know it was sold for $1.
I'm gonna tell you like
That's what she
this.
claimed.
It's very hard to see the opposite sex, and you're not with your man for them times that he's touring. You get what I'm saying? And this chick who you know is pretty, and you know she knows how to use shit to her advantage.
Everyone.
Not saying she's down to fuck your man, but a fuck may happen. If you know this, no, it's not. But it's not about that. Look, here's
Okay.
the deal. I put you in a room. Here's another black guy. You don't know him from Jordan, and you like, oh, he pretty. Some drinks start flowing. The time start getting good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I was feeling a little sorta. He the only one there, right? Everything he's checking all the other boxes. Well, I got an hour to kill.
Okay,
Things happen.
things happen.
And then, even if things don't happen, when you see the picture of y'all two smiling and hugging it up, like, yeah, that's my homie.
I
Hey,
would say it was the character, but
man.
Yandy's never had that character. You know what I
That
mean?
is
Like,
Yandy's character.
No, mommy, like Yandy has always had that business first mentality.
No, not with the boys. Because when you go back and you see her with the Dipset crew, that bitch real close with her. Like, yeah, I'm chilling with her. I'm like, hey,
So she
get
may
up off
have
my
that
nigga lap.
mentality now
off
because
off
she's
my nigga.
married.
Now.
Now. But
Hey.
before then, but I mean, if you have an issue, then speak up. And if it was a matter
I
of
hear you.
management, then, have that woman-to-woman conversation.
Yeah.
But
Get to a
whatever.
point to
Everybody-
once a woman gets jealous and
Yeah, it's
thinking
over.
shit go
It's
over,
over.
it's nothing that person can say.
Exactly.
Okay, look. I know everybody's worried about the coronavirus. Listen, it's real simple. Wash your damn hands. What else can we tell you?
All I know
You
is
said we ain't had nothing to worry about last
whoever
week.
bought stock in Purell is a billionaire.
Oh man, listen.
But Purell is not the answer, people. Like, you can't just keep, using Purell. You actually need soap and water.
Yeah, they
I'm
wait for a
just
lot of
saying.
people to shake hands on my
Yeah.
job.
All right?
Yeah.
So,
Yo, it's serious.
Yeah,
They put the
you
whole
got a
thing
lot
up
of
for the
shaking
government in
hands.
Jersey.
but
Oh wait, just to piggyback on that, did you know they just declared a state of emergency, right?
I didn't
For
get
this.
there yet.
For New York.
They declared a state of emergency in New York.
Yeah.
Okay? Because they got issues.
I'm sorry, did
okay?
I cut you off? I'm sorry.
And Trump is still your president.
I don't know
And
what's
that
name
leads
is
us to vote 2020, where a whole bunch of people dropped out.
Did they?
They didn't drop out.
They were bought out.
There you go.
They were promised
There you
things.
go. There you go.
I was trying to figure out Bloomberg's role, and I got it. Bloomberg only jumped in because technically he could buy the presidency if he wanted to. He jumped in to make sure that we solidified that Biden and Bernie were the last two standing. That's his role, okay? Warren drops out. I guess she didn't really want to be the first woman president.
I guess she did.
She's going to back Biden. Klobuchar. I'm sorry, she's backing Bernie. Klobuchar dropped out. I mean, nobody really cared, but she's backing Biden. Okay. They're going to have another debate where it's just Biden and Bernie. And nobody's talking about Tulsi Gabbard because she doesn't qualify because the rules are she has to make a certain amount for her to qualify.
You got
Okay? Now, Biden and Bernie, why not have her present at this debate? You should. Or are you scared? See, people are scared because Tulsi will say things that make people think and then make you look foolish. Is that why y'all don't want her there? Y'all got all these rules, but you let the machine tell us how to vote. Super Tuesday, people kept saying, go vote. It matters. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Do you understand what you're voting for? Do you know who you're voting for? You can't just blindly just be voting, people. Do you know what Biden's first agenda is? Men, do you know what his first agenda is when he becomes president? If he becomes president?
Did he have one?
Yes.
He was lacking.
I'm sorry.
He was
my
lacking.
Bad.
No, he
My
was
bad.
lacking.
My bad. Let me get this right.
There you go.
The Democratic Party's agenda is to
Dang.
get rid of Trump. So what is his second agenda?
I don't think he has one.
What is it? Enlighten us.
It's the alphabet people and symbols. I'm sorry, it's the alphabet and symbols people.
Wow.
Okay? Don't take offense to me saying that. I'm saying that because y'all use the alphabets, right? But then you added a plus, so that's a symbol, right? So now it's the
LGBTQ
plus. So now it's the alphabet symbol people.
Oh, you saying symbol people? I thought you said simple people. I was sitting there like, God damn. I wasn't worried about the alphabet. You was like, the symbols?
Symbols.
The symbols.
Because it could be a plus minus at the end of the day.
Minus? What you minusing?
What do you mean, what are you
You
minusing?
said it could be a plus minus. Minus.
Well, technically, if you go through a sex change, don't you minus?
fuck.
Don't you?
That's a T. What the, there you go.
I'm confused. I don't know. So here's the thing. So that's his agenda. And you're all saying go out and vote, vote, vote. But you don't know why you're voting or what they're going to do for black people since black people are telling everybody to go and vote. What did they promise you? Because they've been promising us stuff for years and nothing has happened. When are you going to make black people number one? When are we going to have our chance and be number one? But we always got to take a side to everything. Okay? So if you think that Biden and Bernie is going to do anything for us in the next 4 years, absolutely not, because we are not their concern. In order for us to get our issues out there, we have to pay them. Okay? For them to care. We have to actually write a check big enough that they will care about us. Okay?
Yeah.
Right now they care about our votes. They will tell us anything to get our votes. Wake the F up, people. This is a matter of life and death. Pay attention to where your votes go. It's got nothing to do about us. But you steady thinking that the white rich man is going to help us. The white rich man is worried about the white rich man. There's no black in there. Remember that. That brings me to Angela Stanton. Now, she was pardoned by Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's running for Georgia's 5th congressional seat, which is being held by Rep. Lewis. I'm here for it. You got to understand, these people have been holding offices for thousands of years. Some of them have been in office for 50 years. They believe that it's 50 years ago. It may be 2000, but it's 1950 to them. Our country is changing, and when it changes, we need new people, okay? Don't be afraid to vote and put out a new person, okay? Don't be afraid to get rid of some people. I understand his history, but he's got to go. Just like a whole bunch of people got to go. Have somebody in office that's actually going to do what they say they're going to do and fight for the people. She's fighting for, them to, ban abortion. People are upset with her about abortion. Okay, so we're all talking about it's okay for your girl to get an abortion. It's okay for you to get an abortion. Mm-hmm. It's okay for you to get an abortion, says the one who hasn't been aborted. Is it about abortion? Or is it about killing our black babies? I mean, if we worry so much about abortion and, pro-choice, then why don't we have a choice with birth control? So why aren't you fighting for us to have adequate birth control? Nobody says anything. But you all want to make sure that you could go to a clinic to get abortions, right? Our black people are dying, and nobody's saying anything. She's fighting for that. But then here comes BET. What's some wackadocious saying talking about black Trump supporter? Is that all she is? Okay. Black Trump supporter has the audacity to run for Congress against Rep. John Lewis. John Lewis is old as hell, okay? He can sit down. What's the problem? Y'all scared? Why? Because she has a past? She was pardoned. She made a mistake, and she was pardoned. She has a brand new lease on life. That pardon allows her to do whatever she wants without being questioned again. Many people have been pardoned, okay? There are a lot of people that should be pardoned. You don't think she deserves a second chance? You're talking about a black... Is BET black anymore?
No.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're not black anymore. So you don't care about black people. But you're just going to bring the hammer down on this sister who's trying to make a change, who's fighting for what she believes is right, who's fighting for our black babies. If you don't want people to have abortions, then fight for birth control. Because abortion is not health care. Birth control is. Okay? Condoms. People need to use them, right? What are y'all really fighting for? Go ahead. What you want to say?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, making faces all at you.
I saw you.
You couldn't even finish your speech.
Chastity belts. That's how you do birth control.
Yo, it's a... Ain't nobody killing black babies in that fashion besides the police. And here's my point on it. It's an option.
So when you...
Hold on.
Okay.
It's an option.
Okay.
It's an option. You walk your ass down to that abortion clinic or hospital.
Okay.
You want to get greeted by a bunch of old white folks who want to yell and scream at you and tell you like, it's a sin.
Oh, you've been there several times, huh? Okay.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. You motherfucking right. Picked up motherfuckers, dropped them off. See niggas I knew in there. Yeah, sorry. It's not a place where you want to meet somebody you know.
Okay.
John, what up, nigga? That's it. Here's the deal. It's the option.
Hold on. Before you finish,
go ahead.
Angela, I hope you're watching this or you're watching the replay because I want you to come on this show so we can have this conversation.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
It's the option. Okay? It's the option. You have the right to get it done if you want to. Not that the man is making you. It shouldn't be forced. Here's the deal. You have the option to take the Plan B pill. Nobody's like, hey, I'm going to roofie this chick with the Plan B after I nut all in her. You have the option to put that condom on. And you got the option to take that shit off. It's your option. It's the right. You have, just like you got the right to vote. Our ancestors fought for us to have that right to go in that room and vote for two white guys. We got the option. You get what I'm saying? And the moment that we don't have that choice or option, then we're all out of the race. Now, I'm with you. Black underage births have gone down within the 25 years. But you know what has risen and a reason why? black women, mostly black women, have gotten more education in that time. And its studies show more education, generally less babies.
What neighborhood?
It's great. Life, period. It's a crazy thing. So it's an upswing. You know, it's a good and a bad. It's not nobody out there forcing to kill black babies because you know what? Black people ain't even a threat no more. Go travel America. We are the least growing population, and we've been here. It's the Latinx, so whichever from South or the Caribbean.
You're least growing because you've been aborted.
No.
It's not because you've been aborted. So here we go. So here we go again. All the black ladies got education, right? And the black dudes is locked up. Fair enough statement. That goes with it. Black dudes is generally locked up or don't have enough education. The black woman went back to school, got education, and everything growing there, right? How come they ain't pumping out babies? Like, hey, come on, brother. I need to just start pumping out and get us educated. We're not even growing in money status of ownership of land. We're being beat out by Asians. We're being beat out by Latinx again. Why? You get what I'm saying? We got more education. We know better. We should do better. Right or wrong? I'm with the girl. She got pardoned. She did what the hell she wanted to do. She want a new leaf, and look where she going. She going to play in government. I love to have her and ask her 2 or 3 questions. It's a great thing. But like running on that, they're trying to stop us. And I hate when people are like, oh, they want to get rid of the abortion rights. As long as you have the option. If they get rid of the option, then it's a problem. When they go out in the South and they take away and they stop people from voting, you get what I'm saying? You don't have that option anymore. That is the problem.
We're speaking about abortions.
Yeah, go ahead, abortion.
You're saying if they run out of the option, that's a problem.
The option to get it done.
But why should that even be an option? If you're using birth control, that should never be an option.
Because condoms break. I busted a
How
condom.
about stop fucking everybody?
And it ain't that I'm Mr. Big Dick. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm popping it. Sorry, little boy. But
that's where the education comes from.
The plan B is only 99. So if that 1% time, and God damn it, we know a person that fall in that 1% time a couple of times.
But plan B shouldn't even be that option either. Here's the thing.
I'm with you.
Here's the thing. We don't have the education. Our kids are not being educated because what they see on TV is cool. They see everybody else doing this. It's cool. Huh?
It's the parents' fault. The library's free. You got this. You got a library in your hand.
Some of it is on the parents.
Everything you want to be able to Google, you can Google it.
But go ahead.
Kind of stuff.
Go ahead. Finish.
So what I'm saying is, if we have all these options, especially with education, then there should not be an option to have abortions because it should never come to that.
So you're saying you'll never need it because we'll be smart enough to avoid it. That's what you're saying. No, you will never get raped. God, I swear and I hope to God that you never do. You'll never get raped. You'll never have something happen. You get what I'm saying? Or forced against your will. We'll never have racism again. You'll never be black. You get what I'm saying? Because we'll all be educated. We know that is not the truth.
But see, here's the thing. If a woman is raped, a woman has been taken advantage of.
Shoot.
When she takes her behind to the doctor, instead of you just sitting here and not saying anything, because women don't say anything.
I'm with you 100%.
So after the incident, stop feeling sorry for yourself and take your behind to the hospital where they will take care of you. And what they do is they probably will give you the plan B. Right then and there.
If it's that early, and hopefully it is. You get what I'm saying? If it's that. If you was like,
they
hey,
do the rape kit and then
I felt bad. I waited 2 months, and now I got a
So you want me to have sympathy for you because this happened, but you waited instead of being responsible enough to say, I need help. See, this is another problem.
But hold on. I just want the girl to have the option that when she does pull herself up out that gutter or sympathy, and you know that's hard to just throw on somebody, to pull up herself out that gutter and go for help, and it's now month 2 or, you know what I'm saying, a month later where plan B ain't just going to kick it. Now she got the option to be like, you're right.
Education. We don't have that education. Our girls are out here. Have you seen the streets? Our girls are out here thinking it's cool to wear crop tops. Well, shins are out here thinking it's cool to wear your crop tops and everything. Come on.
But we
have kids. You have a son. Are you sitting here telling your son, like, yo, make sure if it doesn't work out, make sure you got a pack of plan B so you can give her one. No, Go in there raw. Do your darn thing.
I tell my son the importance of sex and the pros and cons from it, other than that great feeling for however time it lasts.
Right.
We need to start preaching not having sex. We need to start preaching abstinence. It's
What
not
happened to that?
everyone's fault that you want to go out there and have sex with someone that you don't feel. See, and this is the greatest thing about
What you rolling your eyes
the old
for?
days.
Because I agree
I'm
with
saying,
him.
This is the greatest thing about the old days. You weren't able to have sex with a woman until you got married. And that's why every guy went out there, and then it changed. You were forced to because you had to meet the parents. The parents had to meet each other.
Come on,
You
Truth.
couldn't do anything until that group met. They approved of you.
Come on,
and then
Truth.
you were able to get that sweet nothing between her legs.
Come on, Truth.
But now it's all about, okay, he drives a nice car. She got a big behind. Let's get it popping. No, you shouldn't be allowed to. Here's the thing.
I'm with you.
If you continue to allow them to keep making mistakes, they're going to keep making it. So if you take that
That's that
away,
collection plate. Come on.
if you take it away and only allow abortion for rape or health reasons, because there are cases where if she does decide to have the baby, she might die. And a lot of mothers pick themselves anyway. But at the end of the day, other than those two reasons, there shouldn't be abortion. Because we continue to let these people keep making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake.
Now, I'm with you.
We're not teaching them anything.
Now, hold on. I'm with you. I don't think you should get like get 4 done and get the 5th one free card type deal. No, you should not be in and out
But
like a
that's what
revolving
we're
door.
saying.
I know
By
a chick
saying that
but
you
it's
have the
free and had
choice.
more than his
No,
age.
that's not what we're
Because
saying.
that's what
We're saying
women
the
think.
choice is
Women
there.
who get abortions think
It's
that
not the
it's their
first
choice.
option.
They use that as birth control.
But they
Real
shouldn't.
talk, real talk.
But we need the option to be there. But we don't need you to use it as the first option. It should not be the first option.
But when you
Skeet
say
up
that
in
they
me,
have the
I'ma be
option,
there.
that is their first option.
It can't
because just like
be.
men, they don't want to use condoms because they don't like the way it feels. They don't feel anything.
Cross your legs.
Same
First of all,
thing.
Cross
the
your legs.
women say that more so than that. Let me tell you that.
Come
as a
here,
sexual
Truth,
thing.
get your dollar. You was preaching over here, okay? You was preaching. Yes, please go back to the old days. Education. How about you sit down? Let me meet the person that you tried. Let me meet the person that's taking out my kid. I have a son. Let me meet the girl. Okay?
Lust is real. You know that. You can't sit
no
here
one's
and say
saying
lust
that.
ain't
But
real.
what I'm saying is, if you're growing up and you know,
No, I'm with you.
no,
I
say
get
if you know that if you do make a mistake, there's always an abortion. There's always a plan B. But
No.
if you take those. No, I'm saying
No.
'cause
That's not the first call. It's like, yo, I'm about to beat this down, and I'm gonna save up this 300.
No,
and
it's
we
not.
gonna, we gonna go
What
down.
I'm
there.
saying is,
No.
in the back of your mind, you know there's something that will save you from that.
Exactly.
Mistake. Now,
Exactly.
if you take that mistake away from them and you
Insurance
start to say,
policy.
"Well, you got knocked up. You got to keep that motherfucker now." A lot of these chicks gonna be saying, "Nah, I'm good." You saw Shorty in middle school. You saw Susie. Shit, she had 5 books and she 10 months pregnant, walking around. I don't want none of that. Now I'm good. But now it's
Exactly.
okay. Well, if I
So-
get pregnant, I'll just get rid of it.
Thank you. Exactly what he said. So now if you take away that choice, guess what? Now you're forced to use common sense and to strap up and to take a pill. You're forced. Why? Because these
I'm with
kids
you.
today think that that is their number one decision to make. Okay, if this happens real quick, I already got 300 because my dude sells weed on the side, so I'm going to get the money. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
These people go in there more than once to the clinic, okay?
I agree
They're
with you.
repeat offenders, okay?
I agree with that.
And they sit here going through the
Like, see you
motions,
next
and then
week.
what happens? Once it's over, they right back doing the same thing that got them up in there in the first place. Police, okay? So, yes, we're not even being smart. Do we care about our black community? Forget everybody else. Our black people. Do we educate them? Do they understand what they're doing to their bodies?
So what are you telling the next black woman or girl growing up, whatever it is, when it comes to this sexual and abortion thing?
We're going to go back
Don't
old
do it.
school.
And
No, I didn't
just
say, I'm
strap
hoping
up.
by that time it's no longer a choice. It should be a choice if it's in the
No, I'm saying
medical
now. I'm saying
field.
now. If you meet a young woman, let's just call her 18, and she's like, "Hey, butterfly, I love you, and give me some advice." Yada yada yada. You gonna advise
I would
her
say use
against it?
protection. First of all, if you are active, use protection.
Okay.
If you are active, go to your doctor and get on the pill. Okay?
Okay.
If you don't want to get on the pill, then make sure you're always using a condom.
Right.
It's that simple. Okay? And you should not be having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. You should be having one partner. But then again, at 18, you're too young anyway. What are you doing having sex? Where's your head at? What you doing with yourself? Stop chasing these boys. Okay?
Okay.
Because these boys aren't going to stick around. They only want you for one thing. If they can't have a conversation with you and it's all it is
Lust-
text, then you shouldn't be opening your legs for nobody.
I get you. Lust is real, and in a college
I've been very
dorm.
lustful.
I know, but
Guess
in
what?
a college dorm, when ain't no fucking adult supervision, and the kids is kidding, and we went from studying for the psych test to getting a massage done because I was in the mood or you was rocking,
And massage
whatever it
don't ever
is.
get past the booty.
I get you. It's very hard. It's very hard. I'm just saying. I agree with you 100%. Yes, you should not be there as a 5-time option talking about stamp me out. I'm about to get the next one free. Never. No, it's not a revolving door, and you are destroying your body when the machine is hoovering everything in there for that time because that's how it works.
That's right, it's a
kids.
vacuum.
It's a vacuum. It's literally a vacuum.
What's the movie?
And they don't always get it.
It was a
There have
movie
been
that
some
recently.
girls
Oh no,
had to
that,
go in.
the doctor will get it. Yes,
No,
he
no, no,
will
no.
find it.
There have been girls who had to go back because it wasn't completed.
Oh damn, they got a bad doctor.
The movie came out last year. It was a true story about a woman who was gun-ho for abortions and stuff like that until she actually saw
What was done?
what was done.
Yeah.
And it changed, and obviously she did complete 180. So I say if you want to really do, okay, put a camera down there. Let them see them dragging that baby out, crushing the skull, and all this other stuff, and it'll really stop a lot of things from happening.
Because you got to understand, what are you really aborting? You're aborting a fetus that actually has...
A heartbeat. Sometimes.
Well, no, I'm saying the moment that sperm purchases its life, because it's growing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So heartbeat, whatever, you're living off the mother, whatever, the fact that it's growing every second, every minute, every hour, every week, day, whatever the situation is, that's life.
So, all right, just before we end it, can we jump to the other side of the conclusion? Young girl, we get rid of the options. Stupid girls do stupid things all across the world, right? And now they don't have an option to back out because it's too late. What do we do with those children?
You put them up on pedestals and you show everybody. Look
There-
what you about to be. And they'll be like, nah, I'm good.
I'm just asking.
There are a lot of success stories, but
There's a lot of failures.
there are a lot of failures. But guess what? You'll learn how to grow the hell up. I mean, you got to say, you see, this is the problem. We don't take responsibility for anything that we do. We're always waiting for someone else to take that responsibility. But it starts at home first.
But this is a responsibility on something that is going to affect other people's lives.
It starts at home.
No, you're right, but it's something that is the spreading effect. You didn't hit the button. I'm just giving a quick example. You didn't hit the button that would have stopped the nuclear bomb from going off. So then when the nuclear bomb went off, we knew, okay, the explosion was going to be there, but now we're the fallout. The crazy baby is the fallout that grows up to be the adult that assassinates somebody.
So here's the thing. We need laws in place. So that means that if a woman is pregnant and she can't get an abortion, that means that whoever that daddy is needs to step up.
If she even knows a daddy.
And 9 out of 10, we're not dumb. We know who it was. We just don't want to claim them, okay? That's why you see these ladies bringing 15 people up to Maury. Why? Because you knew it was that one, but you really hoping for a chance. You wasn't with 15 people. You knew it was him all along, but you don't want to claim it because you don't want people to know who you was with, okay?
Take the option away. Take the option away. If you take the option away, it'll change the way a lot of these young ladies go who want attention, who want to be pitied. Was it Munchausen system, whatever?
Munchausen, yeah.
Yeah, where they just have to be pitied and it makes them feel better and all this other stuff. If you take the option away, it's not a crutch they can fall back on.
Okay.
There we go.
You have a lot less fathers in prison, a lot less guys being locked up for child support and all this other stuff. And I forgot what state it was. The women are putting men on the birth certificate, and the court sends you a letter. And if you don't answer that letter within 14 weeks, you're considered the father, even though you're not the birthright father.
Oh yeah.
Because she gave that name when she went down there for assistance.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
It happens.
A woman putting your
I haven't
name
seen it
down,
too.
purposely giving them the wrong address. You don't show up to court, you have to pay child support.
That shit happens here. That happens here, bro.
Shit. But I
now,
said if you take that option, okay, before you do this, I need a swab. We need samples.
But nobody
laws.
is putting in. It's hard as heck to change a law. Any one of your friends and the
Okay.
thing will tell you. But those laws ain't gonna get made. They're gonna do it. They're gonna take that away. They're gonna take away the abortion, but ain't nobody gonna put in let's save a dude's life law.
Oh, no,
No, I think we should. But I think we should because men have rights too. And I feel bad for the ones that are getting played with, especially if they do what they're supposed to do.
I understand.
And so my whole thing is full circle. It goes both ways. You want something to protect the women, but you have to have something to protect the men. And that means you also need birth control for women and men. Okay? That goes beyond the condom.
The day they make birth control for men, which I hope they do, is the day we will severely see the goddamn things drop. If they made a pill that'll shut us down,
niggas be taking them shits like
we'll
Skittles.
take that shit without even telling you. Be like,
Niggas
I'm
be taking
cool.
that like Skittles.
I don't know why we can't get pregnant. I don't know why. Let's go back to the doctor. I don't know. He's wrong. Let's get
Like,
another
I'm
one.
on my way
Black
to-
man.
I'm on my way to Shay Shay house.
Yes.
Somebody made
telling
it.
you.
Somebody made that pill already. So
I'm
come on,
telling
because
you.
you
Like,
know
She
there's a
can-
lot of
she
money
can
in
take
that.
that condom she would. And you're swimming in there.
I'm here for that.
Yo.
So thank you for joining us. This has been Butterfly Blackout. Until next time.